Genesis chapter 37. Revenge. Jacob had many flocks of sheep and many sons to look after them. One day, Joseph's brothers went to graze their father's flocks at Shechem, and Jacob called Joseph to him.
"My son,"
he said,
"find out how your brothers are doing, and see if they have found good pasture for the sheep."
So Joseph went to Shechem. He saw his brothers camped in the fields of Dothan. He waved and ran towards them. His brothers recognized him from a long way off. That long, splendid coat was all too familiar. They hated that sign of their father's love for Joseph. And as the brightly woven cloth gleamed in the sunlight, it was as if the coat set fire to their hatred. Even before he arrived, they were burning with jealousy and began to plot his death.
"Here comes the dreamer,"
they said to each other.
"Come on,
Said one.
let's kill him and throw him down one of these dried up wells." "Yes,
Said another.
we can say that he was eaten by wild beasts. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams."
But Reuben, the eldest brother, was afraid.
Oh, wait!
He said,
Don't take his life. There must be no bloodshed.
No, kill the dreamer, the liar."
shouted one of them.
No!
Shouted Reuben. The angry mob of brothers glared at him. He was risking trouble.
All right,
Said Reuben.
you can put him down this dried up well, but don't lay one finger on it.
Reuben was hoping to come back later and rescue Joseph. So he walked away without a backward glance. He went off to tend the sheep. As soon as Reuben had left, the brothers seized Joseph, stripped him of his robe, and threw him down the dry well. Joseph shouted and begged for them to haul him out.
Get me out of here! Why have you done this?
They could hear his shouts rising from the darkness of that old well, echoing round and round. But they just sat down to eat their meal. While they were eating, some merchants from Gilead came by. They were heading for Egypt, and their camels were full of spices and perfumes.
"Why kill Joseph?
Said Judah.
We can get rid of him without shedding any blood. Let's sell him as a slave."
They all agreed. So they pulled Joseph out of the well and sold him to the traders for 20 silver shekels. Later, Reuben returned and shouted down the well, but there was no answer. He let down a rope, but no hand grasped it.
Joseph? Joseph!
He shouted. Suddenly, he realized that the boy was gone. He rushed to find his brothers.
What have you done? What are we going to say to our father?
The brothers decided to take Joseph's coat, dip it in animal blood, and show it to Jacob. When they handed the torn and bloodied coat to their father, he was horrified.
"Some wild animal has captured him and torn him to pieces."
They said. Everyone gathered around Jacob, and all his household tried to console him, but he pushed them away. Jacob would not be comforted, saying,
"Now I will live in sorrow until I die."